Hi folks, HR Funk here. Recently, the flashlight that I've used for many years here in the shop gave up the ghost. In fact, you might remember it used to hang right over there on its charger, and it finally died after many years of service. So I decided to take a look around and see what there might be out there new that could take its place. And in my search, I went to the Olight website and looked around at all the various flashlights they had listed there. And the one that caught my attention was the Warrior 3S. And I contacted Rebecca at Olight and I asked her about this flashlight specifically, and she told me not only was the Warrior 3S a very good flashlight for my purposes, but also they were launching a brand new version of the Warrior 3S. This is the Warrior 3S Ti. And this is in their new stone-washed finish, and this flashlight is being offered for the first time today, August the 8th of 2023, and it's going to be on sale from today through the 10th, and during that time of the sale, it's going to be priced on the website at $111.99 or $112 for this flashlight. And in this video, we're going to take a look at this Warrior 3S. I'm going to tell you about its features and functions. And before it's all done, I'll also tell you about a special discount code for non-sale items on the Olight website. So here we go. So I'm kind of excited about this new Warrior 3S flashlight. I've not yet taken it out of its packaging, and in order to do so, I'm going to employ my trusty Swiss Army knife. And I will edit this so you don't have to watch me cut the plastic and all of that. And we're about to get our first look at everything that comes in the package. Maybe. So here is the Warrior 3S. Comes in a nice belt pouch. In fact, I didn't even know this pouch came with it, so that's nice. And there is that brand new stone-washed finish on the Warrior 3S. I'm going to go ahead and unpack the rest of the items that came with it, and when we come back, I'll have everything laid out so you can see what all you get. So here is everything that comes in the box with the Warrior 3S, and I tried to lay this all out so it would be easy to see, but there is the flashlight itself, the pouch that you saw a moment ago, this information guide that was the first thing we saw when I opened the box. And one thing about this instruction goes through and it talks about when you first remove the light from the packaging, you need to remove the tail cap, and I'll just do this on screen so you can see it. And there is a film underneath right there that has to be removed in order for the flashlight to work. And then the instructions go on to say that the flashlight needs to be charged before its first use, but I just want to make sure it actually lights up, and it does. So as per Olight's instructions, I'm going to go ahead and put the flashlight on the charger, and the recharger that comes with the Warrior 3S is the same type of magnetic charger that Olight uses with most of its products. It does connect to a USB port, so you can use this in your vehicle or anywhere else, and you can see it is magnetic because it just attached itself. And when the flashlight is charging, you can see that the plastic portion right here turns red, and when the charging is complete, it will turn green. So I'm just going to put it there and let it charge for a little while. So while the Warrior 3S is charging, I'll give you a little bit more information about it. There are 5 brightness settings for this flashlight, the lowest of which is what Olight calls the moon setting, which is 1 lumen, and on that setting, the battery will last for 55 days. So if you can get by with 1 lumen, the battery is going to last a long time, obviously assuming that you start with a fully charged battery. Next up is the low setting, which is 15 lumens, and the battery on that setting will last for 130 hours. The medium setting is 200 lumens, and on that setting, the battery will last for 13 hours. Next up is the high setting, which is 650 lumens, and on that setting, the battery will last for 240 minutes, then it steps down 35%, and at that rate it will last for another 26 minutes. The highest setting is the turbo setting, and that one is 1850 lumens, and the battery will last for 2.5 minutes. Then the flashlight automatically steps down 35%, and it will go for another 235 minutes at that setting. Then it steps down automatically again to 13%, and at that rate it will last for another 29 minutes beyond that. So those are the brightness settings along with the different battery draw rates. Moving on down the page, we can see that at the highest setting, the turbo setting, the Warrior 3S has a throw of 260 meters, and you can see the other ones here. I don't have to read them to you. Turning our attention to the Warrior 3S itself, the body is constructed of crafted titanium, making it lightweight, strong, and durable. It has an included belt clip that you see here that can be clipped so the flashlight is either pointing up or pointing down, as is your preference. It has two activation sources. One is the side button, the other is the tail cap that currently is under the charging magnet. At the bezel we can see some contouring around there, but not tremendously aggressive. And also the body of the flashlight is constructed so that it will not roll, which is a nice feature. If you ever bumped a flashlight and had it roll across a table or what have you, you don't have to worry about that with this one. The rechargeable battery inside is replaceable, so if you ever have a problem with the battery losing its runtime or what have you, you can replace it with a brand new one, and those are available from Olight. And another quick point about the belt clip: if you don't care for it, it is removable. Just like that. Or you can reinstall it just as easily. The Warrior 3S does have some accessories that are appropriate for mounting it to an item with a compatible 1913 rail. And for a demonstration of mounting to such an item, check out my Rumble channel and I will show that type of a demonstration there. So at this point, I think the Warrior 3S has enough of a charge that I can demonstrate some of its other features. Now, one thing I want to mention is there is some customization that can be done to the programming of this flashlight that change somewhat the way the switches work. And I'm not going to be demonstrating the different ways to change the programming. I'm going to be demonstrating the way this flashlight comes from the factory. Now, as I said, there are two switches that can be used to activate the flashlight. There is the side switch, and a single click turns the flashlight on and off. And there is also the tail switch, which again turns the flashlight on and off. As you noticed, when I turned the flashlight on, these lights illuminate on either side of the side switch. These lights indicate different things. The lights on the right side of the switch indicate the current status of the battery in terms of percentage of battery life. You saw there were 3 lights over there indicating it has a 75% charge. The lights on the left-hand side indicate the current illumination setting. And as you can see, there are 4 lights to indicate the low, medium, high, and turbo setting. There is not a light for the moon setting. When the battery depletes to the point that there is 10% or less battery life left, this bottom light on the right-hand side turns to red. So that indicates you're just about out of battery life and you know it's time to recharge the flashlight. Now, the Warrior 3S does have a memory, and when you activate the flashlight and then turn it back off, it will remember the last brightness setting. Now, currently I have it set in the low setting, so when I turn it back on, you see just the single light illuminated here. And to cycle through the illumination settings, you press and hold for over 1 second on the side switch, and it will toggle through those settings all the way up to the high setting. To access the moonlight setting with the flashlight off, simply press and hold on the side switch and it will turn on in that 1 lumen moonlight setting. Then again, if you want to increase the brightness, simply press and hold and you will again go up through the illumination settings. Now, as you are going to higher and higher illumination settings, the flashlight will not enter the turbo or 1850 lumen setting. that requires a different process, and I'll show you that right now. To access that turbo mode, you double click the side switch, and you can see all 4 lights illuminated on the left hand side, and we are in turbo mode. And for strobe light mode, triple click the side switch, and to stop the strobe, again, just click the side switch. The tail switch operates somewhat differently than the side switch. A half press on the tail switch puts the flashlight in medium mode, and a full press puts it in turbo mode. A quick press and release turns the flashlight on and it stays on. If you press and hold and then release it, it's momentary on and off. Now the Warrior 3S does have a feature known as a proximity sensor, and as I understand it, this is intended to limit the possibility that the heat generated in the highest settings for the flashlight can cause an unintentional burn. So in the high setting, which I'm in now, if an item is close to the flashlight, and you can see there how it dims as I put my hand there, and then when I remove my hand it will go back to its normal setting. There it dims, and there it goes back to the normal setting. So the idea is that takes it down to a point where it won't cause a burn, such as burning through your pocket if you inadvertently leave the flashlight turned on. If an item stays where the proximity sensor can detect its presence for 1 minute or longer, the flashlight will automatically turn off. And I'm just going to hold my hand here, and apparently I got it too far away because it started to illuminate there. I just want to see this automatic turn off feature. And I will edit the video so you don't have to watch me sit here and hold my hand in front of the flashlight for a minute. And there we can see it turned itself off. So if it detects the presence of an object in front of the flashlight for 1 minute, it will completely power itself down. So there you go, folks. That's a quick review on my new Warrior 3S Ti flashlight. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, this flashlight is on sale from today through August the 10th of 2023 for an introductory price of $111.99. And also for my viewers, Olight has extended a discount code. My discount code is HRFUNK10, and you can use that at the Olight store on non-sale items. And if you want to purchase anything like those accessories I was talking about a little while ago, that'll save you 10% on that purchase. So I'll put links to both the Olight store and that discount code in the description section of this video. And until next time, everyone, good shooting. Bye-bye.